seemed absolutely impeccable. The guy was absolutely bulletproof. He took a booing Philly crowd and insulted them so bad that they started cheering in one of the most legendary stand-up clips of all time.
Fucking Rocky is your hero. The whole pride of your city is built around a fucking guy who doesn't even exist. You got fucking Joe Frazier is from there, but he's black, so you can't fucking deal with him. So you make a fucking statue for some 3-foot fucking Italian, you stupid Philly cheesy fucking jackasses.
He went after everyone, women, disabled people, white dudes. Nobody was safe. Even if you didn't like Bill Burr, you had to respect him. But what put him in the eye of the public recently was his comments about billionaires. The United States and the world of podcasting is changing right now. In the time where all these podcasters like Joe Rogan were rubbing elbows with elites and billionaires, Bill wasn't afraid to call them out, and rightfully so in most people's opinion. The best part about this is Bill was a multi-millionaire in his own right, so he could say these things without selling out. He'd made his money and was saying what all the other comedians were afraid to. That is, until one moment which single-handedly destroyed his entire reputation that he spent over 20 years building, when he accepted a cash offer from one of the most oppressive regimes in the world, making all of what he said completely irrelevant. Now, Bill Burr, the comedy shark, who at one point you didn't dare make an enemy, has become a laughingstock. He's bleeding fans every single day, and instead of just moving on from this, he's doubled down, calling his fans stupid. I've never seen someone go from universally beloved to universally hated in such a short period of time. So what happened, and how does this speak to the current internet culture as a whole? Well, despite what you may think, Bill Burr wasn't always known as a loudmouth, brash, and in-your-face comedian. He started as a stand-up comic, but what made him huge was getting into acting. You might remember him from Breaking Bad, but before that, his big breakout role was in The Chappelle Show. The Chappelle Show was massive, and he had some genuinely funny moments on it. So, riding off the back of his success, then on other shows like Breaking Bad, he started being able to tour as a comic, and people loved it. He represented that Boston stereotype. Loud, brash, unapologetic, the guy who says what everyone is thinking. He's like one of your dad's angry friends, except he's actually really funny. He'd never back down, and if he smelt blood, he'd go in for the kill. The Bill Burr H3 podcast literally contributed to Ethan Klein going to therapy, and honestly, I'd do the same. It was during this time that Bill Burr would frequently appear on Joe Rogan's podcast, making him blow up even more. He released a series of specials, which some of them are very highly regarded. Personally, I find most of them are pretty good. Like, he was basically what the Rogan guys wish they were. He was selling out Fenway Park, Madison Square Garden, Gillette Stadium just by doing stand-up. He was easily one of the most liked and well-respected comedians in the world. He was getting cast in movies, he was doing SNL, and performing at Tom Brady's New England retirement ceremony. He was basically living his dream. He was also in GTA 4, fun fact.
Coming back.
I love you, man, but I'm seeing this hot Russian broad over on Firefly Island. Gonna drink a guy's expensive vodka and fuck her under the pier.
Unlike the guys we mentioned before, like Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, he seemed to be pretty humble and down to earth despite all this fame, unafraid to call out bullshit, which is what people love. Now, there is an unfortunate reality in stand-up comedy nowadays. What makes sustained success in comedy isn't necessarily humor, it's relevance. Comedians are more celebrities than they are comics, if you know what I'm saying. Amy Schumer has been relevant for years, and most of that, especially recently, is because people hate her. So it's rare when someone like Bill, who's so comedically successful, can stay relevant. He was getting a ton of attention in the modern media sphere, and it was for what he was doing all along, just being himself. And most importantly for the context of this, saying the quiet part out loud. There was a time in the last couple of years, and I guess it's still happening, when every single billionaire, politician, and antichrist was cuddling up to random podcast comedians, with the idea that these podcasters like Joe Rogan would end up humanizing people like Peter Thiel, like, hey, this guy's not so bad. And it sounds really stupid when I put it like that, but it actually worked insanely well. A lot of these guys, especially Joe Rogan, bought it hook, line, and sinker. But Bill was different. He never compromised his morals for a big podcast guest like Mark Zuckerberg. Bill was pretty hardline when it came to this stuff. He hated it, and people loved him for it. You know what? Elon Musk is a fucking loser. Why does he need so much money? Peter Thiel is a fucking psychopath, and we should be worried about him. He weirdly became a champion for the average person, and people loved it. But this should have been expected. That was his whole style of comedy, was just being an average guy. Despite being so rich and successful, he still maintained his humanity and relatability. He wasn't going left-wing or right-wing, he was going up, which is why so many people could back it. In fact, this gained him more popularity than he already had, and blowing up his spotlight even more than it already was. Now listen, not everything Bill Burr did was amazing. We have a members-only video about his horrible new movie, Old Dads, which him and his wife wrote, and the movie is fucking atrocious. I mean, it's really fucking bad. But even if he had misses like this, or people thought he went too far sometimes, you couldn't really say he was morally inconsistent, even if you might disagree with him. He had his beliefs, he stuck to them, and he wasn't going to apologize for them. Which is why when Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, announced they were going to be hosting a comedy event, and what the fuck is this? Now I'm gonna give you a little backstory on this so it makes sense. The Saudi government is pretty fucking evil, and I don't have to go into gory details, but torture of journalists, brutal repression of free speech, slavery, you get the point. So why the fuck would this conservative Muslim country host a comedy festival? Well, the whole idea is it's a part of Saudi Project 2030. The whole point is to move the country away from oil, which it's overwhelmingly dependent on, and rebrand itself. Also to whitewash all of its human rights abuses. You know, with stuff like Riyadh season boxing and UFC, Mr. Beast Land, and now this comedy festival are just a couple examples. The Saudi elites are worth trillions of dollars and are putting money towards cleaning up their image internationally, but still barely changing anything internally. They want to give the appearances that they're better. Now, all of the stuff I mentioned still exists, so for a guy like Bill Burr, who said this,
These fucking billionaires, they need to be put down. You know, like fucking rabid dogs.
I mean, like, what the fuck? The dude has built his entire recent brand around hating American billionaires, which I think is fine. There's a lot to hate there, but now he's doing a show for Saudi trillionaires. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As someone who loves Bill Burr, it's kind of a what the fuck moment for me. I think David Cross put it best when he showed how much a lot of these comedians were worth. People like Shane Gillis, Stavros Halkias, Leslie Liao, and other comedians turned down offers to go to the festival despite them offering shitloads of money, citing Saudi Arabia's brutal human rights record, free speech restrictions, and even what they were allowed to say in the set. Iconic Australian comedian Jim Jeffries, while defending Saudi Arabia, brought up a journalist they executed, comparing it to how the USA has human rights abuses, and was kicked from the festival. Like he was defending Saudi Arabia. Same with Tim Dillon. He was kicked for talking about the slaves in Saudi Arabia and joking about it.
They heard what you said about them having slaves. And I said, I was being positive about it. I was defending them. He goes, well, I know that. I know you were defending them. I said, I was defending them for having slaves. I literally said, slaves are probably hard workers and, for the most part, agreeable.
He then cited he was going to be paid $375,000 to do the festival, and no disrespect to Tim, he's hilarious, but Bill Burr is on another level of fame than him. I've seen figures to suggest that he was roughly paid $1.5 million, which is completely plausible, although we don't have an actual number here. Going off the Tim Dillon estimate, though, I wouldn't be surprised if it was easily over $1 million. So Bill Burr, along with some other people, go and do the Riyadh Comedy Festival, and it was as embarrassing as you'd expect. Ironically, one of the guys who brought Bill Burr's name into the comedy sphere, legend Dave Chappelle, even said it was easier to speak in Saudi Arabia than America, which, like, has to be paired. With Dave Chappelle cozying up to Elon Musk lately, randomly bringing him out on stage, which is super fucking weird. I mean, I don't know if he's kidding here. It doesn't really seem like a joke. These dudes, like, half of their material is rallying about the joke police and free speech, but as soon as they are paid millions of dollars, they'll compromise their morals completely. I'll say whatever you're paying me, sir. So Bill Burr's fans were more than unhappy, more than Dave Chappelle's fans, because Bill Burr had just built up this reputation for speaking against the elites and the wealthy. People were very unhappy, and that's pretty present if you look through his comments on any of his podcasts since the festival. Now, I'm going to be honest and candid with you guys for a second. As someone who's done YouTube as my job for over 5 years now, I'm going to give you the insider's trick. There are 3 ways to handle criticism as a public figure. Number 1, the most effective way, and this might piss some of you off, don't even acknowledge it happened. While this doesn't work for someone like EDP or, you know, someone who's done something really heinous, it works for most, if not all, other controversies. The thinking is information and controversy moves so fast online that if you give it a bit of time, sometimes literally like a week or two, it'll just blow over. Personally speaking, this is without a doubt the best strategy. People are mad at you because you said the word retard or called something gay. You pretend they don't exist. Everyone forgets apart from a random Twitter post 2 years later that no one pays attention to. It's brilliant. Now, option 2 is apologize. There's this idea that apologizing online is never a good thing, which is not necessarily true. Apologizing is fine if you're genuinely sorry about something. People make mistakes. It happens, whatever. What's not fine is apologizing over and over again for the dumbest shit. That's audience capture, and people will never forget it. But even worse than that, it brings attention back to the thing you did wrong. Bad move, even if you do feel bad. Now, the final option is doubling down, which can work. If you know you did nothing wrong and people are overreacting, just prove them wrong. Sounds great. Here's the thing though, like apologizing, it brings more attention to the thing that you did. Also, if you're wrong and the public doesn't back you up, this is easily the worst response out of the three. You risk calling your own fans wrong, which is almost never a good idea, and then they'll just walk away. The problem is, Bill Burr built his entire brand off never saying sorry. Now, his response to being called out for shilling for Saudi billionaires. Bill went fully on the offensive, as he usually does when he's in some sort of controversy, but this was a bit different. It's one thing to rip into someone for getting mad at you for saying a bad word. It's another thing to rip into someone because they pointed out inconsistencies in your morality, which you use to gloat and mock other people. When you don't hold yourself to the same standard, you kind of don't have a foot to stand on. Now here's my spicy take on this, and you might not like this, but Bill Burr doesn't owe his fans ideological security because he's a comedian. Despite what comics may think, they're not that important. And neither are YouTubers, for that matter. But when you moralize and build a brand off of saying literally, billionaires should be put down like rabid dogs, that is a quote from Bill Burr, money from billionaires to do a show that's meant to help whitewash human rights violations, I mean, that almost feels like a bad joke. I'll happily say that these billionaires in America should be killed, but not the ones in Saudi Arabia, because they might actually kill me, or even worse, not pay me. Now, this is one thing to go to this festival after everything, right? Like, that's bad enough. It's hypocritical, but I guess at worst, you could say Bill Burr's morals are pointless now because they can't be universal. AKA, it's wrong unless I benefit. But I think if he had just taken the backlash, accepted it, and moved on, it probably would have been fine. You might get a comment here or there, but like, I think people wouldn't really been upset for a couple weeks, but they would have been forgotten about eventually. But Bill didn't do this. He didn't even double down. He tripled and quadrupled down, calling all of his fans, and I can't believe how insane this is for a professional comedian, racists and idiots. Now, you probably assume people would agree with him, but the opposite. People were pissed, mostly because he never even addressed the main criticism. It was just ad hominem attacks on his own fans. Instead of engaging with the ethics or just the actual point that he was a total hypocrite, he just called his fans upset, racist morons. He has this classic line where he says, you probably couldn't even point these countries out on a map.
I can't believe you went to that place I can't find on a map.
It's so out of touch because I guarantee most of his fans aren't mad because they think Saudi Arabia is like Iran or Afghanistan or something. They're mad because he's a complete fucking hypocrite. Bill's argument basically becomes, you are morally wrong for even questioning my choice. Obviously this didn't help, and the backlash got so bad that he had to address it even further, which got even more backlash. So now we're in this horrible feedback loop where people are just shitting on Bill Burr. Now, online criticism rarely results in consequences, but in this case, Bill Burr's numbers declined significantly on his podcast. The audience isn't stupid. If you tell them to leave, they probably will. But you might make the argument, well, he's just replacing his old audience for a new one. Bill has mainstream clout, so who cares? Well, he went on Conan to address this, and it went so poorly, people walked out of the live show. Bill used to be able to win over a hostile crowd. Now he can make a good crowd hostile. He's talking about how they have a cheesecake factory in Riyadh.
in. And I will tell you, the Cheesecake Factory in Riyadh, man, it's incredible. It's right next to the Pizza Hut and the KFC. And if you want a pair of Timberlands, it's across the street, next to the Marriott, catty corner to the fucking Hilton.
This is like a parody of what other countries think Americans are. He also said that this was progress for Saudi Arabia now that they're having comedy festivals there. And I will admit, this might be a really genius point. Saudi Arabia has been making some really impressive progress between their torturing of journalists and bombing of innocent people in Yemen. In fact, in just the last few years, they allowed women to drive and Jews to enter the country.
Listen, what went going on over there was a super positive thing. If you actually give a fuck about those people and how they're living over there, there's gonna have to be these types of things to kind of pull them in.
Being real for a second, trying to pass off a lavish comedy gig where you can't criticize the dictator is not the start of a social revolution. The ego you have to say some bullshit like that and really believe it. Like, imagine if Bill Burr performed in North Korea and claimed the same thing. Completely unrelated, but I'm going to be exclusively making content with the Iranian government, and if any of you get mad, just know they do have Nike products available for purchase in Iran, so it's actually you who is wrong for getting mad at me. Now, personally, it might be hypocritical for him to do this, but who really cares, right? He's a comedian. You're not supposed to look to him for moral guidance. You're supposed to look at him to laugh. But what rubbed me and a lot of the people the wrong way is the self-righteousness and downright contempt he had for his audience. He comes across as so unlikable, so arrogant, despite being an objective hypocrite, especially as a former fan. And if any of you former fans are out there, you might feel the same way as me. Bill keeps saying he doesn't care about the backlash, which is why, of course, he keeps responding nonstop and defending himself. It's funny because you can't just hop between I'm in the right and who cares so flippantly. Even as of recently, he's still responding to people criticizing him. Like, bro, let it go.
I think the general consensus is how dare you go to that place and make those oppressed people laugh, you fucking piece of shit. I can't believe you went to that place I can't find on a map. And this bot said I was upset about it, so now I am.
He sounds like he's losing his mind in this clip. It sounds weird, but honestly, the response offended me more than the action itself. You might say I'm wrong for saying that, but it's just how I feel. And I think it's proof that the best way to respond to controversy online is to literally...
Jesus, that was just from hitting him.
Guys like him and Dave Chappelle is just so funny. Again, railing against cancel culture and loving free speech, but then happily censoring themselves for oil checks. By the way, Bill Burr flies helicopters worth $25 million. So to use his own quote, I guess who wouldn't take $1.5 million? But don't be something moral or righteous. You're just a sellout shill comedian. Own it. As I get older, I realize being online kind of resorts in people doing what Bill Burr is doing right now. I love making these videos, but I rarely engage in online discourse because, as we can see, it literally melts your brain. Bill Burr has resorted to laughing like the Joker on his podcast.
Watch too many Super Bowl highlights. Who won Super Bowl IV? The Kansas City. 4-power track.
One of my favorite comedians has been reduced to this. Now, does this taint his legacy? I have no idea. I'll still laugh at his old stand-up clips, but honestly, I'm just kind of done with him now. I've been reading books, watching movies, and consuming a lot of stuff that isn't YouTube. And what I realized is Bill Burr's movie Old Dad sucks so hard. Like, literally, it's actually terrible. Do not watch it. Instead, watch my members-only video review. I promise your money won't go to the Saudi government.
Thanks for watching, guys. We have a bonus video on the channel right now about Reddit mods, specifically this guy who was just too funny. I have to talk about him. That's for every single channel member. And if you don't want to be a member, or if you already are a member, be sure to sign up to my email list. It's completely free, and you'll get weekly emails on topics that I couldn't discuss in videos. Thanks so much. Catch you in the next one.
It's going alright. I'm only like 3 streams away from making partner, as long as I keep pulling numbers like I have for the past couple days.
Who's going to get into the Hall of Fame? You know, not people like letting people like Bonds and Clemens in because obviously of steroid use in the past. What's your take on that?
I mean, I'm at 19 already, but I've only been streaming a half an hour, so not even a half an hour.
And then it'll all trickle down to us one day. And after they messed up,
So yeah, I'm kind of I've been really focused on that. I did repost the schedule. I changed my schedule.
Yeah. So you say it's going to improve the drug so that we get to use them?
I'm saying by the time
But
you're gonna have like a
my
steroid
birthday is
baseline,
next Monday.
you can just inhale,
I'm
you're
hoping
gonna
to make
have abs,
partner
you're
by
gonna grow
then.
the hair.
That would be a really nice birthday present.
65-year-old, and it's all going to be because of these athletes and the sacrifices
I'm
that
doing
they
all
make
right.
that no one
I'm.
Baseball, no, it's not quite the way it used to be.
I don't want to say. I'm having a little bit of anxiety about the partner thing, but it's not bad.
My kids are all mushy and fat. They don't have to. They don't gotta work for anything. First of all, I don't
Yeah,
know
the
when I was a
18th.
kid, I had
It's
to
next
fight
Monday.
adults to try and get
I
one,
still
and I
don't know.
never
I'm
got
probably
one.
going to do something that Sunday for my birthday, and I might take the Monday off. I don't know yet. But then again, I might do something Monday.
Give it to a kid.
No, I don't know yet. I mean, I don't know yet. If I make partner, I don't know. Definitely my energy level will be changed.
Everybody dressing in pink, right? There's always jets flying over, support the troops. Katy Perry's doing a dance, right?
I don't have the equipment to do an IRL.
Sports is it's a great way to tap out from the news. They just watch a game and get away from it. Now it's like all these causes.
Maybe I'll do a marathon on my
Like I was watching
birthday.
the World Series, and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series, and out of nowhere they have this moment: stand up to cancer.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
Watching a ball game, and all of a sudden everybody stands
I'll do a
up,
marathon on Monday.
holding up a sign of somebody that they
For my
either know
birthday,
that's
a birthday
dying of
stream.
cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? Trying to watch a game here. You know, no, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest of the Super Bowl party? Yes, no.
You know what? There's a YouTube channel.
You do not go to,
There's a YouTube channel that does
a bunch of
like years in reviews. Well, there's a YouTube channel that does like years in review. They go all the way back to like the 60s. I should watch them for every year of my life. Start in 1971 and then 72, 73, and then watch and see how much of the shit I remember. Well, like the stuff from 1971, 1972, I won't remember. I mean, I was a freaking toddler. But I do remember vague things from 76. But those kind of things stick out because most of them were around the bicentennial, because that was 200 years. So I do remember some things from that. I also remember on my 9th birthday, Mount St. Helens exploded. I do remember that too. I was 9 years old. And that was one of those things that it was supposed to be this big thermoblast poison cloud that was supposed to like wipe out half of the United States. There was all kinds of panic about it. But I do remember it. It was like fucking devastating. There was like places in Washington that were like under like 3 feet of just ash and rock. It was like a modern day Mount Vesuvius. It was like, you should like Google like Mount St. Helens before and after. There's like a giant crater in the side of the mountain. It's crazy.
Enemy ship's gone, Captain. That ship's finished.
Where they at? Over here. Let's go get these guys.
Yay, boys! It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife, where women undergo. We don't give a damn when the gale is done, how hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound, it's a grand old sound, on a good ship, taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum, but the girls of old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze of the tropical seas, now the ice.
Buddy is laying right here next to me. And I don't know where Shoujo is, but she should be going crazy pretty soon. Wait, I think she's laying in her basket on the tower. But yeah, I don't know. Usually this is about the time of the day that Shoujo starts going crazy. Wants to play fetch or something. How did I miss?
Enemy's lost the ship! More sail, more speed!
Another ship coming in. Where is he at? I just saw him. There he is. It's only a level 2, but I got a Master Combat Repair Kit out of that one. That's awesome.
Here we go. Way up, she rises, way up, she rises, way up, she rises early in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Way up, she rises, way up, she rises, way up, she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him, put him on.
missed him, damn it. Oh, because I fucked around. That's alright, I'll get him on this pass.
Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
Damn right he's gone. It's only level 2. Alright, we gotta start heading south. I wish I could sleep on my boat. I wonder if there's a Discord for this game I can go in. Suggest, hey, there should be a way to sleep on the boat. And a place to put a couple extra, like, crates or barrels or something.
Helm's yours, Captain. Here, all right. To the island, lads.
Ah,
That trip's finished. All hands. As I was a-rolling down Paradise Street, way blow the man down. A handsome flash packet I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. This spanking flash packet, she said unto me, way, blow the man down. There's a dandy full rigger just ready for sea. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, police, blow the man down. Way, blow the man down. Blow him right over to Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down. This dandy full rigger to London was bound. Way, blow the man down. She was very well rigged and very well found. Give me some time to blow the man down. So I packed up my sea bags and signed on that. Enemy's lost the ship!
They really don't want me to go south. I wonder what they're hiding down there.
Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable run down clear. Heave away and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer. And we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night. And we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land of thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale. Like a bird's white outstretched pinions spreads on high, swelling sail.
Holy crap, I sank him with my front guns. Alright, this bigger ship is a little more, you gotta be more interactive in its handling. If you want sharp turns, you gotta cut the sails.
Ready on the guns. On fire! Enemy's been sunk! Lead off speed! Catch the wind! All at once, we're outward bound for Mobile town with a heave-ho-ho, and we'll heave the old wheel round and round. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Mobile town with a heave-ho-ho, oh, 'tis there we'll drink and sorrows drown. Good morning, ladies all. Them girls down south are free and gay with a hee-ho-ho. With them we'll spend our hard-earned pay. Good morning, ladies all. We'll swing around, we'll have good fun with a hee-ho-ho. And soon we'll be back on the homeward run. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Bristol town with a hee-ho-ho, for the very last time we'll waltz around. Good morning, ladies all. With Paul and Meg and Sally too with a hee-ho-ho. Oh, we'll drink and dance with a hullabaloo. Good morning.
Wow, that's a big ship. 1, 2, 3 sails, 3 jib sails. There's 4 on the main mast, 4 on the front mast. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 sails on this thing. That is a big ship. It looks cool too. wish I could get all red sails. But the black and purple's kind of tight. Come on, let's go beat these guys up.
From the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze of the tropical seas. Now the ice is for us. Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
Can you load faster? No?
Enemy's lost the ship.
That dude is crapping his pants right now. Let's be honest, there was nothing he could have done about it. He could have tried to run, but he would have only died tired. Hey, what are you doing, stupid? See, that she's getting crazy. Just went up and sniffed a candle. I literally saw the flame go towards her nose. What are you doing, crazy? Oh, that guy's so dead. Oh, no, he's not. Good maneuver, good maneuver. Too bad you shot your cannons into the wave. He's trying to get behind me.
Captain at the helm. gets your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.
I at least want to take this down to the undead waters. Hey! Knocking all my shit on the floor? What's your problem? An island back there.
It's growl ye may and go ye must. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. It matters not whether last or first, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. All hands! Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Roll, boys! As I was a-rolling down Paradise Street, blow the man down, a handsome flash pocket I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. This spanking flash pocket, she said unto me, blow the man down. There's a dandy full rigger just ready for sea. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Blow the man down. Blow him right over.
I am so far south and I'm still running into level 2s.
Some time to blow the man down. Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
Oh, that guy lucked out. Not really.
It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife, where women undergo. We don't give a damn when the game is done, how hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound, it's a incredible sound, on a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze of the tropical seas, now the ice is for a stir. And the native maids in the island glades are waiting our return. Even now their big black eyes look out, hoping some fine day to see our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Here we go. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. I drink whiskey when I can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey from an old tin can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey make me on my clothes. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey gave me this red nose. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey here and whiskey there. Oh, whiskey, Johnny.
There's a couple tens, man. Let's go sink them cocksuckers.
Listen here. Come all you bold young thoughtless men, oh, and take by me, and never leave your happy homes to sail the raging sea. For I have plowed the raging main.
Ah, I didn't mean to do that. I can't see him. Dude, I sank a 10 like that? Holy crap. Alright. I'm in the undead waters now, right? Yeah, so. Want to head north, eastish. Look for more fights. Actually, I should probably switch to one of my lower characters. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna get her. Back to base. Empty everything out. Hey, what's up? Been working on the base. Look at that crib. Anyway, boop, 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 boop. The ship's empty. Oh, I got a bunch of wood. Which means I think I need to make more charcoal. Let's do 500. Because I know I got a lot of... Look at my... I don't have a lot, but I will in a little bit. Alright, is my bag empty? My bag is empty. I'm going to log out. I'm going to go pee real quick, get more coffee, come back, and play my lower character. Alright. Let's get back to the main menu before I... onto the bathroom. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hey, what's up? Let me make sure my... Oh, see? Yeah, my bag's not empty. I was playing my higher level character. I was doing ship battles, collecting resources. I got a bunch of shit that so I could boost my character. But I got the structure of the crib complete, man. Here, let me give you a tour. Let me eat something first. It's not furnished or anything. But I got this nice downstairs. I was probably gonna tables, chairs, slap probably a couple fireplaces in here somewhere. And then upstairs I was gonna do like a bedroom office type area. Maybe put a couple beds in here just in case somebody wants to join in, they'll have a spot of their own. And then it's got a nice little balcony on it. But this is like the main hall of the town. I still got to put a railing in here because that's pretty dangerous. And then outside of these doors, I'm going to build a garden. This is where I'm going to grow all my plants and trees and fruits and vegetables. And then from there, I'm going to start building other houses. But right now, I'm going to go pirating. Because I'm a pirate, and it's my job. Oh, let me make sure my... Got plenty of bullets. Didn't even get my socks wet.
Ship's under your hand, Captain. Reef the canvas. Set more sail.
There's a fight right there waiting for me.
Load that hole.
I never checked to see if this ship was empty. Oh, my backpack's not even empty. It's good enough.
To the iron, lads. Enemy's lost the ship. Ready on the guns. He's the sail.
Go on, I can get behind him. I can get behind him. Now he's gonna let me get behind him, isn't he? How did I miss?
That ship's finished.
Dude, I slept at a competition level last night, man. It was awesome. My headaches have gone away, so it's all good now. And I got a steak burrito for lunch, so I'm a little excited about that too. I went out yesterday. I got 8 tamales and a steak burrito. I ate the tamales last night, and then I'm going to eat the burrito today for lunch. I got a burrito with green sauce, with the verde. Yeah, until the game gets too hard and I start freaking out. Alright, well, since there's no battles, I might as well go check out this yellow shield. Listen to a sea shanty and take a puff.
Sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the great dawn brings the
I'm having a hard time getting behind them.
rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale, like a bird's wide outstretched pinions spreads on high swelling sail, and the wild waves cleft behind.
Well, with 2 people, you could just take turns shooting the things on its back.
There are loving hearts that wait and to which you go, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land to thee. Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles before, ancient ocean heaves to waft us to the well-remembered shore. Cheer up, Jack, bright smiles await you from the fairest of the fair, and her loving eyes will greet you with kind welcomes everywhere. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land to thee. Here we go. I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow ye will get your pay, and it's time for us.
Oh, I crashed. Damn it. Yeah, shoot that wave. The frigate is the shit, man. I wonder if they're gonna, with the update, if they're gonna have another ship. A warship would be nice. But doing really good, man. I adjusted my schedule. I think that's going to be the schedule I stick with for a while. I mean, I might change the morning game later on, but more or less that's going to be my schedule. God damn. I wasn't paying attention to the condition of my boat. Damn it, and I missed. Alright, hang on, I gotta run for a minute.
And the ship. Bullets fast! Ready on the guns!
Fuck. Fuckity fuck fuck. Yeah, I'd have to get into get you into my game, and get on the right character. But at least I could fast travel there. I'm definitely better at the sea battles than I am fighting like on land. The hand-to-hand combat. I'll probably be ready to do that later on today. Because right now I'm just out here questing, trying to get the level up on this. Eventually I'm going to gather enough resources where I'm going to want to start building again, which I'll have to bring in that character. And if I'm going to bring in that character, might as well do it. If you're at work, then we'll just do it a different day. I'm thinking about playing 7 Days to Die tonight. I haven't played that in a long time, and I got an idea of not just a base, but a game I want to play. Set up the whole game. I'm thinking about doing the Blood Moon every 5 nights. And a more unforgiving terrain. Come on, boys. God damn, I missed him.
That's the hole.
Where'd that guy come from? Alright, all my guns are ready.
Read the canvas. Push in, war speed. Man the cannons. Lead off speed. Enemy's lost the ship! Ease the sails! To the guns, you dogs! That ship's finished! Enemy's been sunk! Read the canvas! There's more sail! Lead off speed! More sail! More speed! Sail the breach!
I could have swore I had a master one. I probably got that with the last one.
Yep. Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable run down clear. Heave away and with the will, boys. For Tortuga steer. And we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night. And we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the great dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale. Like a bird's wide outstretched pinions spreads on high swelling sail. and the wild waves cleft behind us seem to murmur as they flow. There are loving hearts that wait you in the land to which you.
For some reason, it's not letting me hit those guys. Oh man, here comes a big guy. Better wipe these dudes out real quick. Is it ever daytime in this place? Jesus Christ. Can't see nothing. Oh, because I was shooting at the wrong ship. That was my problem. How you doing, buddy? And that boat is where I need to go. So.
Enemy ship's gone, Captain! There's the wind!
Yeah, give me just a half a sec here. Grab this. Let me park my ship. I will even spark up a new one. In my new tin too. Let me get my new tin over here. I got a tin with a samurai on it. Alright. I'm gonna grab one of these, spark it up. Yikes. All right. Will ya? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? There's a chest. Stealing all this stuff. What else you got? Anything else? Oh, it's just fireflies over there. There's more fireflies. Wow, I missed. Run, run, run! Run away, run away. Oh! Oh man, and I didn't even put up a bell. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. See, now I'm getting angry. Alright, no, I haven't really done much shopping in the game. I've only bought what I've needed. I didn't even know there was a quartermaster bag. I know that my other character's got a 20 extra for the base, or it's got to be 20 extra for the base. Because I don't think that's what I got on my other character. I died over there. Yeah, that's what I thought what this was. I actually want to... Yeah, the name of my ship is the Pimp Slap.
Ships on your hand, Captain.
I got the biggest one you could build at the workbench. I don't know what it's called. It might be. I don't remember what it's called. Why am I chasing those guys? I'm coming down here to get my body back and putting down a bell. Is this the island already? It might be. I think I just gotta come up on the other side of it. Oh, what are you doing? Where are you going? Ah, you can't stand there. That's my stomach. You can't stand there. Ah, really?
That's it, finished! Ease the sails. Got more sails. Lead off speed.
Shit, do I have a bell on me? Yes, I have 2 bells on me. Alright.
Lead the canvas.
Alright, come on. Up, up. Look at this guy. He thinks he's something else. Oi! And he was a little tougher than I thought, but it's alright. I beat him anyway. Alright, there, I got a bell now. Now that when I die it won't suck so much. Alright, let's arm myself. holding still. I'm running away. No, dude! No! Ah! God damn it! Fucking, I kept nicking the fucking pause button. God damn it. The fuck you will. Oh, it's that fucker that's shooting at me.
Come here.
Should have got in there sooner, Wally. I could have used that zombie as an advantage. There's that fucker there. I don't think he's got anybody protecting him. Oh, he's got one dude protecting him. Run. No. No, I haven't. Whoa!
Mark the target. Lining up the shot.
That was tough. I didn't think I was gonna get in there fast enough. That was my problem. dash. Why didn't it change it? Now why is it bringing up my inventory? Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's set up like fucking a sane controller should be set up. Where is this dude? I know he's up there. There he is. There he is. Thinks he's tough, but he ain't. And so, oh. Gonna try to hide from me? Huh? Run around? Hey, you think you're tough? Come here, buddy. Hold still. Yeah. Right in the face. I can come up there and finish you off with my sword. How does that grab your apples? I think I'm doing the filibuster thing, right? I got the gloves now. I should get extra bonus because I got 5 of 4. I'm pimping some G swag, man. I wish I could change the color of the shirt. I don't like the yellow. I prefer green.
Captain at the helm!
Alright, I got the black marks. I need 9 for that. Level 3. I'm pretty sure I got the 50 bags. I got 2. I feel like these guys should have gunpowder. Hang on, I bet you I'm missing something here.
Helm's yours, Captain.
Oh, I wanna... Get rid of that. Yeah, put that up. That too. These two. Get rid of that. Look out, dude. Out there, Santa Claus. Get in my way. Punch you right in the stomach. Like, I feel like these guys should have stuff. Not just chests. Like, I feel like I should have got gunpowder from here, too. Oh. I think I know who's got gunpowder. They come running over here.
Ship's under your hand, Captain.
These guys got gunpowder, I think. First one's up here. It's like on the other side of those trees. Missed them. It's hard to hit a moving target with a flintlock.
Chop you to pieces.
Yeah, see? Shoot! How much did I get? 45. Or is that how much I have total? Let me look. Yeah, that's how much I have total. So I'm going to need at least 90 to deal with those guys. So where's the next camp? I'm going to steal theirs. It's up here. I think these guys actually might have a couple. Whoa, crab. Where'd you go? The hell was that? Oh, god damn it. Where the hell is this thing? Fucking coming out of nowhere. Damn near beat my ass. Their camp was over here somewhere. Wasn't it? Now I gotta look at the map again. A little further north. We'll follow this ridge. Get the drop on them. Kinda wish it wasn't raining. There's no camp here. This is just a stupid camp. It doesn't do any good for me. But check out this one. There you go. These guys got stuff. Just gonna go in there and take it. Why? I couldn't hit a bull in the ass with a frying pan. Well, there's a lot of dudes in there. Run! Run! Run faster! There's a dude in there. Heads up, clown. Gimme. Dude. I got enough now. I gotta stop using it. Oh, you know what? I got a bunch back at the base. What the hell am I doing? I'm running around here like a clown.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
Oh shit. I don't have any more. Oh well, I'm gonna give away all my gunpowder just to finish this stupid quest. I believe it's this place.
My brother will be proud of me. Keep your powder dry.
Oi. Well, first things first, I'm gonna go get that. Maybe. Let me... man. Let me... got 500. First, let me go get rid of more stuff out of my bag, because there's going to be, I got to do a jump around. I want to buy a bigger ship, man. I want to get to better places. Actually, you know what? What will it take to upgrade my sword? What do I need? What do I need? Think. I don't need nothing. I need a higher level station. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go back to my other character. Do some resources. How you doing, buddy? I'm getting a little hungry. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom right quick and find something to munch. I'll be right back in a second. Yeah, buddy. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. All right. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh. Leave you guys hanging. I need to eat something. Oh, a taco would be nice. I'm just gonna get these because that's all I really need right now. Are you coming in? What are you doing? Oh, alright. Oh, okay. Cool. Just gonna sit down? Alright. Good kitty. I needed... Oh, I need a bunch of those, huh? I need to go get more iron. Eventually. What's the other thing I could build? But I probably can't build that until, oh no, I can build this. Oh, I need more, way higher stuff than that. Okay. So, no, and by luck, I'm like halfway through my second cup, but I got one of those Yeti 1-quart thermos cups, so I'm already like a quart and a half of coffee. In the morning I do. Occasionally I'll drink some at night, but I just drink a lot of liquids. Like I drink at least a gallon of iced tea a day. I mean, that doesn't include like the Red Bulls and the sodas I drink, man. I just drink a lot of liquids. I've always been like that. I used to drink like Gatorade and stuff like that, but I gotta be honest with you, it really doesn't make a difference what you drink. I don't have anything on me, do I? I got 3 rocks. Let me come down here and grab some more stone. Just so I can make some stairs. You know what? I could probably grab that. A bunch of this. Oh! Oh! fuck am I gonna get out of here? Oh, don't fall in the water, don't fall in the water, don't fall in the water, get out of there. Go, you bastard. Alright. Can I... Thought I was going to be a bunch of bullshit over there. What the hell are you doing here? It's like you came here just to get killed. Doesn't make sense. Who the hell are these guys? Oh, that guy died. I'll tell you what, dude. I don't have any bullets, so this is your lucky day. Alright. What was I doing? Oh, I was building stairs. Because I need to climb up. Alright. That was crazy. I don't know what that was about. It was completely unruly. I wonder if I have enough to do this. I might. I could put 2 in. Oh, that's awesome. But it did not replenish. Did it? Oh, all the monsters came back. The mobs came back. But not the iron, huh? Oh, that's a load of shit. I call shenanigans. Alright. I'm gonna go west, even though...
Helm's yours, Captain.
Oh shit, I might as well go east. That's the way direction I'm faced in.
Yay, boys! Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey, Johnny. I'll drink whiskey when I can. Oh, whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey.
There we go. There's another one. There's got to be a mine on that island. Okay. That's a new island. Yes, it is. Am I heading toward the beach, or am I just gonna... Oh, yeah, I am. I'm gonna crash into it, matter of fact. There it is, right there. Alright, let's go get some... We find the mine first. I'll get corn here. I can start making tacos. Come on, there's got to be corn around here somewhere. Shut up. You're gonna attract attention. Is that some over there? Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's more over here. There's got to be a mine here somewhere. I'm getting plenty of flax. That's good. Wow. There's a... Seems I have a lot of cranky people chasing me. Whoa! And then there was a third. Holy crap, this island's got a wolf problem. That's going alright. Hopefully this is a mine. Yes, it is. Alright, this is what I was looking for. I don't want that goat. I want to climb up here. I want to look around for some iron. There's none up here on the surface. Get away from me, I don't trust you. How the hell do I get down there? Alright, well I fell off the rock, so now I have to find a way in here. This has got to be it. Yep. Alright. I should probably be listening to videos while I'm running around on land, but... I have no bullets. I was kind of asking for that. That's what I'm looking for. kind of got lost in here. Where the hell am I? There we go. Bananas. I don't have any left, so hang on, I gotta go into here. So I don't have a slot for that yet. I don't remember which one of these was vegetables. Here we go. Got that done. This other shit really doesn't matter, I don't think. There was something else I needed. Let's check for. Oh, better call in my ship and make sure I got everything off of that. Yeah, there's nothing on there really. But what I can do first, get rid of all this shit. Alright. First stop, the Buccaneers.
If you hear two wolves, that's where you hold.
Not fitting into those. Those.
Laverne, good leather, strong steel.
He's just got cannons, and Buccaneer flags, so he doesn't really have much I want. Let's go to the fast travel. Next stop will be Tortuga.
Didn't sail in here on sea turtles, did you now? I've got the Brethren's finest equipment. Just for you, pal.
Alright, he decorates my ship.
This doesn't belong in a museum.
Yes, those books. Oh, and I can exchange money here too, so that's good to know.
Still working, still building.
This guy's got a lot of shit I can buy. He's fancy shit. And this guy...
Built for the wilds, not parades.
Guns. Buccaneers flags, alright. I don't know where Marta is, so I can't sell that shit. God damn it. Well, I guess I'm heading back home. Fucking switching back. I gotta open more shit up. So I know what I'm doing. Oh, not that. The low end shit. This is the high end shit. Put that there too. And my money goes in with my prestige. Oh, she's got enough to buy the brig now. That's what I needed. That's the whole reason I came in here. Alright. Take a bite of my patty melt.
the losers who don't watch it all year.
So look at this right here. The Americans married by age 30. So in 1975, 91% of women were married. 91% were married in 1975. Now it's 25%. So you've had more than a 50% drop in marriage. Like this is, I mean, this is crazy. That's insane. If you look at this much of a drop-off, this much of a fall-off, oh my fucking God. So anyway, look at men are at 81%. So men are always going to be lower for obvious reasons. But you look at right here, 37%. And then at 2025, 16% of men are married now. Only 16% by age 30. That is fucking crazy. So is it religious intermingling? So why is this happening? I mean, I think that there's a lot of reasons why it happens. Like what caused this? So let's see what people are saying. And my great-grandfather, 7 kids. My grandfather, 4 kids. My father, 2 kids. Me, a cat. My cat is now neutered. Oh, no. It's the end, right? So why did this happen? I mean, I think, like, I mean, everybody has a different reason for, like, not getting married. I think that nowadays, one of the big reasons why it's so low, because you look at how fast it went down. You have it go from, like, 77 to, like, I guess 50. Well, I guess actually that's about the same drop. But either way, you have it drop so much, I think, right now, it's because of technology. I think that's a big reason. I think also, like, culturally, it's harder to spend money. Like, you know, you go out on a date, and this is, like, probably, like, I saw something that said a millennial date is, like, $200 and something dollars in order to go out, right? And so, anyway, 1970 says an awful economy, bro. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. Lots of people are common law, which is, like, being married. Yeah, but that's not being married, right? It's obviously not. I'm engaged in my 30s. Women are absolute trash, and it took forever to find one. Reagan, no-fault divorce. I mean, I do think that allowing people to get easy divorces, I mean, like, do we want to go back to the days where the way to get a divorce is to kill your spouse, right? I mean, because that's what they used to do. And, like, that was, like, kind of, you know, like the get out of jail, well, I mean, ironically, get out of jail free card is, like, how do you get out of a marriage that you don't like? Well, you kill your spouse, right? That's the solution. And so, sounds good. Yes, definitely. But anyway, I don't really know. I do think that, like, divorce being super easy to do and marriage and everything, I think that overall, like, right now, there is a lot of people on the internet that, and I think that the internet kind of, like, it elevates this more than it actually is that people on the internet, like, there's a lot of gender wars and, like, men versus women. Women are bad, men are bad, right? I mean, like, women are whores, men are rapists, like, everything, right? And so you have these things going on, but the reality is that if you go outside and you...
Fuck,
I can only speak for
where the fuck you come from?
For, like, you know, what my opinions are and what my friends are. Every single guy that I know is married, basically. Either some of them are divorced, okay, to be fair, but they have all been married except for, like, I'm not even kidding you, like, one person. Like, if I really have to think about this, like, same, yeah. And so, like, because I grew up, like, I mean, I grew up in a time where, you know, half of my friends were online, half weren't. And just overall, statistics should be by age 35 by nowadays. Yeah, I would say so. You? Well, no, I mean, besides me, right? Besides me. Like, my friend Eric isn't married. He's just been engaged to the same girl that he's been dating for 12 years, okay? So, I don't know what that means. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea. Why don't you marry her? Look, guys, who the fuck knows? But yeah, that's the one that I'm counting that isn't married, okay? He's smart. If no, you're not smart. Like, if it doesn't matter, it's not it. They're both doing very well. Don't let his girl see this. Yeah, right. And he's just leasing. Yeah, it's a pretty long lease. And that's like a rent-to-own type thing, right? And so doesn't want to commit? Maybe. I really have no idea. He's got tons of money now, too. He's like, he works in IT. And so he's doing very well financially. And so anyway, So he's the only person I know that isn't married. Everybody else that I know has either been married or ended up, you know, like, or still is married, right? So I find it to be kind of odd that, like, the numbers are so low. I really do. That's an insane 16%, which is weird to me because, as I said, everybody that I know is basically married. But to be fair, I mean, I'm 35, right? So my friends have been usually about 30 for like 5 years. How many of them were married by 30? I would say like 60%, 70%, something like that. So maybe I just have like a unique sample size, but that's about it. Are they Catholics? No, I think that, like, you have a pretty big, like, I would say that it's generally between Christian, Catholic, and atheist or agnostic. Like, that would be pretty much the majority. Yeah, I'd say so, definitely. Maybe a couple of, you know, friends that I have that are Muslim, but they're also married too. So, yeah, you can correlate it to online-only socialization. Well, I was going to say that, but I don't think that you're right. Because look at these number disparities. 1985, 2005, everybody wasn't online. Like, 2005, most people still didn't have the internet in their home. Let me just look this up and make sure that my general statement is true. In 2005, what percentage of households had the internet? I'm going to say 30 to 40%. Probably closer to 30%. Wow. Internet access. Internet access is very different, right? Households, is this internet access lived in a household? Oh, with internet access. Okay. So no, wow, I guess I underestimated. I traumatically did. And so I guess we live in a working class neighborhood, so people couldn't afford the internet, right? So, you know, a little bit off on that one. So that's why I looked. And anyway, it was on dial-up, though. And so anyway, the reason why I think in 2005 you didn't have a lot of dating websites, right? Like, I mean, I remember, like, there was this really big, like, love movie, and it was called You've Got Mail. And it was like about two people that were emailing each other back and forth when they fell in love. And this was like a crazy, like, this story was like her for like 2003 or something like that. Where it's like, okay, well now that's normalized. Where it's like people are like, well, Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with a fucking robot? There's no way that's gonna happen, right? There's no way that people are just gonna start dating a robot. What's up, S-Man? And so, yeah. And so I think that's really the difference, right? 3 months, 3 weeks AOL. Do you guys remember in Blockbuster where you would get the AOL CDs? I remember I was in middle school and we would take the CDs and you would go to Blockbuster. It was the pipeline, right? And so this is the pipeline, right? Okay, so you have right here, let me see if I can find it. Am I the only one? Blockbuster, home. What is this here? Yeah, I mean, it's this. Am I the only one guy? Surely I'm not the only guy, right? I mean, come on. It made cool colors? Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? So cool. Yeah, and then you go to jail. Right, exactly. And forgot Frisbees? Yeah, I don't even know if we did that. And Netscape CDs as well. Well, anyway, so, you know, I think that a lot of people stopped getting married because, number one, I think that there was a lot of, like, kind of narratives about, like, marriage. Like, somebody gets, like, my dad would tell me about, you know, how annoying it was that, you know, my dad had, like, he had to give over, like, you know, this is in, like, the 1990s, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars to, like, my mom. Whenever he got divorced, because like my dad made a lot of money, and so he's like, can you imagine, you know, having all your money cut in half just to give it to Shell, which is my mom, for her to sit on her fucking ass and smoke cigarettes and play video games and do fucking nothing. Meanwhile, I bust my ass going to work every day, right? The man always loses, exactly. And so, anyway, that's what it was. And so, Net Zero, too. And then she wasted all the money, by the way. She wasted all of the money on, like, fucking you know, fucking candy. Like, she can get a job for like 50. Like, basically, she went from basically living off, like, being married to my dad, living off of my dad. Well, first she lived as an adult with her dad, my grandfather, Grampy. She was living with Grampy, and then finally, my dad then picks her up and takes her to his house, and then she's living in his house. And then they get divorced, then she's living on his money. Then after that runs out, then she's living on the government's money. And then after the government money runs out, then she's living on my money. That was it. That was the whole, that's the entire thing. That was the whole time. Classic women. Exactly, what a life. And yeah, where's the dowry? I wonder. And yeah, honestly, like my grandpa was actually very, oh geez, like I don't even know if I want to say that, never mind. Because I know some of my other extended family might hear this. But anyway, what is this here? You see Trump is suspending federal gas taxes? No, I didn't see that. Is it another way to like make gas prices go down? Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a good thing for sure. And say it? Okay, well, some of the different older people, like, you know, fucking my great aunt liked my dad more than my mom, even though my mom was their family. They did. They overwhelmingly liked my dad more. And so that's really what it was. Because they were mad because my mom wouldn't fucking do it. She wouldn't get a job. She wouldn't do shit. All she wanted to do is sit around and do art and write poetry and smoke weed and play video games. And like at the time, she didn't have video games, so it was just smoking weed and doing poetry. Video games came in and it was like, holy shit. Where have you been all my life? And so that was it, man. And Mom was a DJ, and she was. And anyway, we have that in my family. My brother's the black sheep in my family. Yeah, definitely. And anyway, so yeah, I do think that definitely there's like a generational trauma with like people that don't want to get married because their parents got divorced, and then their parents had like a messy divorce or a problematic divorce, and it caused them to think like, okay, well, you know, I don't want to get married because I know how it turned out with my parents, and like I don't want to have that happen to me. I'll be honest, like that thought has crossed my mind many times, especially when I was younger. Like I was thinking to myself, like my parents were married for like
I guess I gotta beat the guy.
Like that, and then they got divorced. It's like, can you imagine having to deal with that? You're locked in for 20 years, and then things change. Holy
Before
fuck,
I can,
man, that would be so upsetting. That would be awful.
Guess we're doing it.
So I think that's another big reason why there's less marriages. And I think that you obviously have like all the normal reasons, like all men are fuckboys, all women are OnlyFans girls, all women do is eat hot chip and lie, you know, all men do is play video games and lie. Like I do think that like internet gender dynamics have made it worse, but like from 1985 to 2005, it was the same drop off than from 2005 to 2025. Just look at the numbers here. Actually, it was a bigger drop off from 85 to 2005. So really, I don't really think it's that. It's not that big of a thing, right? And prom also, porn. Yeah, I think having online porn helps a lot, right? You don't need to think about real women whenever you can just you know, jerk off the fake ones. Definitely. So. Hot chip and lie is accurate, though. I know. We know. Everybody knows. And so, gold diggers, I don't think that a lot of women, I feel like this is something that a lot of guys, I think, have like an unrealistic like fear of, that women want to date men just for the money. I think that a lot of women want to date men that are financially secure. Now, why is that? It's because that their great times, you know, to the power of infinity, ancestor, you know, the cave woman decided to mate with the guy that was able to actually catch the deer. And the guy that was able to catch the deer need to feed the family, so their kids.
It's self-preservation. That's why women date successful men.
So I think that there's a lot of like evolutionary.
I mean, yeah.
that yes,
It's
women are
evolution.
obviously going to- and also, like, by the way, if you're a woman and you get pregnant, you are like massively debuffed. Like, being pregnant is like a crazy debuff. And it's not just because they go crazy every once in a while. They do that anyway. Well, I guess they get pregnant, they do it more, right? That's what I hear at least. And so, no, I think the real reason, here's the real reason, is that, like, if you're a woman and you get pregnant, like, how the fuck are you going to take care of yourself? Imagine being a single woman with, you know, having to go to a job all the time, and you're trying to carry a child. It's horrible. So, obviously, I think that women are going to want to be taken care of and have a man provide for them. I think that makes sense. It does. So, my wife's writing right now, yeah, exactly. Then the postpartum, yeah. And so you become handicapped? It is. It's a huge handicap. Being a dad is a debuff too. Being a dad is a debuff, but it's the same debuff as being a mom. Whereas being pregnant is a debuff that men... I know, this isn't very woke of me to say this. It's not woke. But men can't get pregnant. Oh, what? No way! Yeah, that's right. Men can't get pregnant. Yeah, I know, guys. You can't do it. And it's fucking awesome. Reported. Yes, it's nuts. So I feel like wrong. We can soon. No, that's whenever you get a like a robot womb or like a electronic or something like that. And so anyway, not with that attitude. Well, I mean, if you want to keep trying, be my guest. And so just tell me. So yeah, I think that's also another reason. And so yeah, of course it makes sense that like women are going to want to have a man that's financially stable. But I think that if a guy is financially stable and he's able to take care of himself, I do think that like there's a huge drop off. Like if you're making like, let's say, you know, $100K a year, which is like, by the way, that's not even a crazy amount of money anymore. Like, let's say you're making that amount of money, the odds are that like 90% of women aren't going to break up with you to date a guy that's like richer than you are for that one reason. I just don't think that. And like, that's just, again, this is my experience from what I've seen, from what I've experienced, from what I've heard, right? So not everybody's going to agree with it. I understand that, but that's what I've noticed all this time. And how much is stable? Well, it depends on where you live, right? In Arkansas, it's probably fucking $60,000 a year. If you're living in San Francisco, it's $260,000 a year, right? I mean, it depends. But like, I would say general for whatever the reasonable amount of money to take care of a family would be there, right? So that's it. Titles are different. Being a mom and dad are different. Screwing wife compared to being sick, maybe. I don't know. Even when a man's financially stable, the women will still cheat. I mean, men cheat too all the time. I mean, it's not even like, look, I know that we want to talk about how women are useless, and I did make a tweet yesterday. This is a big tweet for me, okay? I said, so do you remember whenever I was talking about this the other day? And nobody else was saying it. I was the only person saying this. And I said that I thought that AI was overwhelmingly women's jobs. Then 3 or 4 days later, everybody's talking about it. That's it. A little out of touch with that comment. Right. Too many fake jobs were invented to create artificial parity between men and women in the workforce. AI fixes this problem.
I've gone up against 512s.
Women can go back to doing what they do best, being a mother or being a prostitute. And so, obviously, I'll make posts like this, right? And by the way, I do want to say that, you know, 5,000 years ago,
Jesus
I know
Christ,
what
well,
the
that
most
entrance is
popular
like,
profession for a woman was. And today, I also know what the most popular and most well-paying profession for a woman is if they're young, right? And so that's crazy. What are the odds of that? And for a man, it's changed. For women, it hasn't. So that's it. Last part, yeah. Last part. How many people did you piss off? I don't know. I'm not reading their comments. I just read these posts. Maybe I'll see like. Other than that, I don't really pay attention to it or look into it at all. U.S. rejects UN migration forum, accusing it of promoting replacement immigration. Yeah, they should absolutely, 100% they should. Good.
Fuck no bullets.
You're not even devaluing women by saying this? No, I'm not. I'm saying that, you know, again.
I knew that. I knew that coming into this.
There's nothing sexist about what I said. It's just an objective fact. If you're a male prostitute versus a female prostitute,
all right,
which one
I'm ready. Come on.
Which one do people want more? Well, I wonder how many girls on OnlyFans are there versus how many guys on OnlyFans are there. Well, every woman is every mother is a woman, right?
Boom,
I mean,
there we
you
go.
So
If I
obviously
can get-
women can do that better. They're
Boom, there we go. I got
So
enough.
It just makes sense.
Back
right?
up to
It just makes
13
sense.
shots.
But you know, again, the way that I say things, I will always choose the red combat dialogue option whenever I discuss these things. And I think it's funny, right? The battle of the sexes will into the field of infertility. Well, I think that's already happened. What?
Yeah, I noticed that in
what world does
there's
Slender
some
the
areas
Creator
where
exposed you to
gunfire
being
will
a
draw in
manipulative
more
creep
ships.
ever turn out well? From Bentelek's
It's crazy.
perspective, calling Charlie, aka Moist Critical, a liar and a creep was the quickest way to repair his
Or it just
reputation.
happens sometimes. I don't know if it's specific areas or what triggers it, but yeah, Dude, I've gone up against as many as like 10, but just not at the same time. I'll take care of these three more show up, and
into a bigger hole as his petty, vengeful, and litigious past was
like
about to
literally
destroy
in
his reputation
sea
a
battles for like
second time.
45
We've
minutes.
covered Ben once before on the channel, but here's a brief summary of the controversy surrounding his career and his encounter with Charlie.
That other guy's got
Years,
look at those
Ben has
dance
built up a
moves that other guy's
social
got.
media
He's
following
fucking good,
across
man.
YouTube, TikTok, and
I think I'm gonna
Instagram
get
by
served here.
reacting to other people's memes. While he received criticism for making low-effort content and copyright striking other people's videos about him, Ben was still well liked by his fans. Unfortunately, that all changed in July of 2023, when the creator Jordan Max shared a series of damning messages that revealed how Ben was leveraging his platform to try and hook up with OF models. According to
No,
Jordan
I wanna
and
dig-
the screenshots provided,
I need
they
a
had podcast
potion
collaboration
before I go
planned,
in there.
but Ben decided to call it off mere hours before shooting because she refused to film OF
If I got
content
'em.
with him. With texts reading, "I was just thinking you're helping me with doing a video for my YouTube, so maybe I could help you with your OF. Hey, gonna do the pickle video with someone else. Thanks though." Within days, several other women came out with similar stories of Ben turning aggressive and petty when they rejected him. In a bid to mitigate the damage to his reputation, Ben threatened to sue Jordan for simply publishing the screenshots. However, his desperation to hide the situation only made the claims against him even more credible. When viewers confronted Ben with evidence, he didn't deny it and tried to downplay the controversy by saying, quote, "People are upset over PG text messages." To see such a popular creator take advantage of that popularity to manipulate people into sleeping with him naturally revolted his audience. Once the backlash became too severe to ignore, Ben released this half-hearted apology to hopefully save his reputation.
Just wanted to clear the air. The first thing I want to say is I'm sorry to anyone that I've made feel uncomfortable. I want to say to any girl who I've been rude to, whether through text or in person, that I'm sorry. I understand that me being sorry does not excuse that kind of behavior. I will continue to work on myself and do better. Thanks, guys.
To anyone watching, Ben wasn't making this apology because he felt sorry, but because he wanted to maintain his career. When that didn't work, Ben deleted all traces of the apology from his social media. Unfortunately, that didn't stop the news of his misconduct from spreading like wildfire across the internet, as creators like Penguin Zero wasted no time in roasting him for such dubious
Oh,
behavior.
damn it.
Did he stand by every single word that he said? Let's look at his initial apology, which he deleted pretty shortly after posting it, and then also hid replies on. Let's look at his first apology. "I've recently been accused of some heinous actions and would like the opportunity to share my disgust at these accusations. I'm a firm believer in the rights and equality of all humans, including women." If that's not the biggest red flag immediately, I don't know what else is. I stand by the rights for all humans, and that does include women. Those creatures. I am including them in that statement because that's the kind of angel I am. It makes it sound like he's drawing a distinction between women and every other human on the planet, like they're a totally separate species.
Knowing Ben's litigious tendencies, Charlie clarified that any attempt to sue him or copyright strike the video would be met with an immediate and swift legal response.
Also, Ben,
Ah,
I know you're
damn
so
it!
welcome. You probably plan on suing me if I show your apology video because you've employed this tactic before against other YouTubers. If they've shown clips of your content to make fun of you, you allege that it's stealing your work and you have a legal ground to take it down and come after them. You don't. That's not how that works. me showing this is not any kind of violation in any way, shape, or form. So if you do try and sue me or copyright claim this video, copyright strike the video, anything like that, I will 100% respond with every single option at my disposal in order to follow this legal case through to its fullest conclusion.
From the end of 2023 until most 2024, the controversy Ben desperately wanted to hide almost completely became public knowledge. As a result of his own dishonesty, Ben had lost the goodwill of his fan base, which completely wrecked all of his social media growth. If Ben had only taken accountability...
Oh, come on! Why didn't I drink my potion, man?
He could have avoided this outcome. Unfortunately, Ben isn't the type of person to acknowledge his mistakes. Instead, he tries to twist the narrative after the dust has settled. On the 8th of September 2024, Ben would upload a video titled
long this fucking
Channels
takes.
Love to Lie, in which he tried to minimize his horrible behavior by making the people reporting it look like clout chasers. Starting with the false copyright strike he made against Nick is Not Green, Ben tried to justify it by claiming he didn't know the difference between claiming and striking someone, and considered it a normal procedure when others use your content.
That Ben had copyright struck the previous video he'd made on him.
Not just copyright claim, but copyright strike.
This did happen. This was in 2021. I just point blank thought when someone used your videos, you put in a copyright claim. I didn't know there was a difference at the time between strike or claim or whatever.
The way Ben
Get up, run!
things made it seem like a careless mistake, but that becomes very hard to believe when you look deeper into the situation. Anyone using the YouTube copyright system would be more than aware of the serious consequences associated with filing a copyright strike, especially a creator with over 1 million subscribers. How could he have gone through the entire filing process and not even
At least they
understood
got the
what he was
potion down.
filing? Either Ben, 1, ignored the critical information from YouTube about the copyright system while filing the strike and didn't bother to do any research on it, or 2, was aware of the consequences and filed it anyway. Whichever one it was, Ben was clearly at fault for misusing the copyright system. If you apply Ben's logic to his own content, then almost all of his videos would be liable for a copyright takedown because he uses other people's content in their entirety. Ben downplaying his copyright abuse wasn't the only tactic.
Alright, goddamn.
His mistakes, as he tried to make his disgusting messages to Jordan Max seem like a drunken mishap.
So this girl DM'd
Let me
me
go steal
a
his
year
shit.
prior on Instagram, basically wanted to go grab a drink. Never ended up happening. A year later, I was starting a podcast, got drunk the day before she was gonna come over, and I texted her this. So, yep, this is a drunk text at noon. I was blackout drunk. It was just dumb. It was just stupid.
Looking back at Jordan's tweet, all she really did was state exactly what had been done and provided proof of said actions. When he recounted these events, Ben lied about the timeline by stating that the texts took place a day prior, when it was mere hours before their meetup. Not only that, but he also left out how the reason he cancelled their collaboration was because she refused to sleep with him. Ben is clearly twisting the facts to make himself look better, and when the evidence was too damning to deny, he resorted to call it a lie without any proof.
I'm with me. This whole convo, I don't care what anyone says about it, this right here, I don't know who put it out, fake. Oh my god, I've dealt with Bentelex who actually has bothered a lot of women. Where's the name? This is just a text message, and people take it as like a story. It's not a story. Let me just say this. The story is that I started a podcast to leverage my fame to sleep with women. False. And any other person who tells you otherwise is lying. For fame, for views, or whatever reason. I got drunk at noon and texted a girl who had DM'd me a year before and asked her if she wanted to hook up. That's not that crazy.
Despite asserting that these messages were fake, Ben did acknowledge his connection to one of the women listed, but stated it wasn't the public's business since it was a private conversation.
This girl and her and I met on a dating app in 2017, hung out once, and
I don't know if I can.
hung out 5 times over the course of like
What am I going
3
here for?
years. Never dated, only hung out when we drank. This text message combo was a private text message between me and her. I was drunk and texting her, yep. There's nothing in this text message that is any of the public's business.
If you read someone's private text messages as content, you're a clown, straight up.
Private messages or not, Ben had a pattern of getting aggressive towards and insulting women who didn't give him what he wanted. The excuses of being intoxicated doesn't change the reality of what he did, and viewers were more than ready to echo that sentiment in the comment section below. Reading, you realize being drunk in that moment makes it so much worse, and funny how you was drunk every time you texted them. Throughout the video, Ben couldn't admit to his mistakes and tried to make it seem like the coverage of his behind-the-scenes behavior was just people hating on him. As long as he could paint the people calling him out in a bad light, Ben felt like he was in the right, and was even comfortable enough with that reasoning to take things a step further by calling his critics clowns.
This is fake, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, and this is fake. So if you've seen this video, it's BS and he's a clown. If you've seen this video, it's BS and he's a clown. And if you've seen this video, it's BS and he's a clown. Hope this helps.
As you'd imagine, viewers were very quick to point out Ben's extremely weak rebuttal to the criticism, with a comment stating, "Your argument is just saying they're wrong? You're so bad at this, you don't even have evidence that they are actually wrong. Someone didn't go to Lapse in Judgment 101, I see." This wouldn't be the last time Ben tried to slander his critics to save his skin, as he doubled down on this sick strategy going into 2025. However, it would cause him more harm than good. By the 16th of March 2025, Ben uploaded a video to TikTok captioned, "This guy is a creep," in which he framed Charlie's coverage of him as baseless slander.
Today I want to talk about someone. His name is Charles White. He made a video slandering me over a year ago, but the damage it caused still affects me, my career, and my mental health to this day, which is why I'm making this video. He made up a story reading fake screenshots from Twitter that I started a fake podcast to get girls, girls specifically, to come and hook up.
Bentellect uses this podcast as a way of just, like, the whole podcast existence is only here as a way of trying to get Bentellect laid.
I later put out a video explaining that Jordan Max had put out fake screenshots and debunked the theory because that came from me actually starting a podcast with Maria Smith, a friend of mine. I literally put out an apology video because I was sick and tired of the endless harassment. I wouldn't be respecting myself if I didn't speak my truth.
Following this, Ben complains about the damage it did to him on YouTube and even threatens legal action against Charlie.
There's a lot of people who unfollowed me because of Penguin's video. Let me give you an example. This video did millions of plays on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, but the same video only did 13,000 plays on YouTube, even though I have 3 million subscribers. A lot of fans have recommended that I sue Charlie. Other commentary channels even make videos detailing the damage. I would argue that Charlie reading strangers' private text messages makes him and his followers more of a creep than me texting a girl. But there's an idiot born every second, and a lot of them are following Moist Critical.
At this point, anyone who knew the truth about the situation called him out in the comments, but Ben was desperate to keep his facade intact, with a commenter stating, "You can try your hardest to deny the truth, but you know what you did. Charlie exposed you, and you continue to hide behind this lie you've crafted. Own up to it." Where Bentellect responded by stating, "That's cute, show me the names and faces to match the screenshots. You can't. Case closed." This wasn't the first time Ben had retroactively slandered people who criticized him, as he tried to label Billie Eilish as a bully for making a parody of his content.
Over the years, Billie Eilish talks about cyberbullying and how it has negatively affected her life, to the point that she says that in 2018, she almost took her own life because of reading negative social media posts about her online. Well, 2 years later, Billie Eilish posted this video to her 50 million subscribers.
Why use Instagram? Scroll, scroll. App is this. Unfollow, scroll, fast, screenshot.
Facts.
From Ben's perspective, Billie intentionally tried to make her fans hate him and felt that she had no justification to talk about people hating her.
For years, she gave a speech about cyberbullying and how against it she was, mainly from the hate comments she received from this photo. She says time and time again, those comments still hurt her feelings, even years later. She says she stopped reading comments, and she wants to dress the way she wants to dress without being judged, but posted this video knowing that it was making fun of me to her millions of followers, and in turn would cause her followers to come and hate on me, which happened for many years.
Ben takes it very personally when people laugh at him and assumes that making a parody of someone constitutes harassment. All Billy did was demonstrate precisely what Ben was doing under all of the memes on his page, yet he interprets that as an attack and tries to convince the audience of the same thing. Fortunately, many of them were willing to take a more objective approach to the situation, with comments stating, "I think she was just demonstrating what it looks like to scroll and laugh. I don't think she was hating," as well as, "I'm not really a Billy fan, but I don't think she was trying to be mean to you." Going back to his YouTube channel, Ben has made several community posts wrapping the narrative around his bad reputation and history to make it seem like people were hating him for no reason. And people were initially on Ben's side because they didn't know the allegations against him. But the table shifted when more users began noticing his posts, with one commenter even stating, "You don't have the time, huh? Then why you post this then? Put the fries in the bag, buddy." Even now, the misconduct Ben was trying to obscure was still costing him subscribers. As one user stated, "Just saw the allegations about the OF podcast, just unsubscribed. Didn't want to watch someone who is doing supposed shady stuff. I'm not saying you did this, I just don't want to follow someone who can't be honest or trusted." Seeing the writing on the wall, Ben understood that the YouTube community isn't going to give him a second chance, and uploaded this salty community post. "Stay in school, kids, you'll never be a YouTuber." Looking at Ben's recent YouTube metrics, the pattern only becomes more apparent, as his slander campaign against Charlie and his other critics has cost him over 10,000 subscribers. The more Ben tries to cover up his past, the more people find out about it. What's even more concerning is how this effect would be multiplied if he continues to go after the people that exposed him. Whether Ben realized it or not, trying to expose Charlie wasn't going to make people forgive or forget how he abused his platform. Even if Ben were to sue Charlie or get a response
shit, the
from
weather's
him,
worse here.
the outcome wouldn't be in his favor. As one commenter put it, "My guy, it's over. Just take the L." If by some chance he even sees this video, he knows how desperately you would love a back and forth. He knows that you would even accept playing the deserved role as the villain as long as you got views again. You honestly think he has even thought about you for over a minute in the past 6 months? He's not gonna engage. If you got slandered, sue him. If you were a creep, don't. Either way, your relevance is done. Throughout his career, he has demonstrated a pattern of being petty and vindictive when faced with criticism. This happened with Nick is Not Green, and now it's happening with Most Critical. The only difference this time is that most people don't know or remember how he lost his reputation the first time. But if he continues and starts a beef with Charlie, it's definitely going to remind them. But that was far from the only time someone learned that picking a fight with Charlie can backfire instantly. Penguin Zero, aka Charlie's conflict with the controversial YouTuber SS Sniper Wolf, will go down as one of the most turbulent controversies in YouTube history, with Charlie publishing over 5 videos critiquing and exposing her for a wide range of things, from stealing content and her personality, all the way to engaging inappropriately with minors. On the 15th of October 2023, Charlie would upload a video titled "SS Sniper Wolf Situation is Crazy." Throughout the video, he would call out SS Sniper Wolf, also known as Leah, for doxing Jack's films over online drama.
Allegedly, Sniper Wolf has just doxed Jack's films. In an Instagram post, she posted this. Apparently, she even posted one of his house. It's just an extremely degenerate response to this whole situation from Sniper Wolf here.
Charlie would go on to call Sniper Wolf malicious and weird, stating,
"Going up to his house like she's about to, sell solar panels to him or something and ambush him with this conversation about this feud they have is not normal or acceptable. It's just like a malicious, weird thing to do."
The video would attract huge attention from the online community, garnering over 9.4 million views and fostering a comment section that strongly stood against Sniper Wolf's actions, with comments reading, "If Jack did this to her, YouTube would erase every evidence of his existence off the platform, lock him up and throw away the key. Meet a kid dying with cancer? No. Be a creep and dox a YouTuber? Yes." As well as, "Driving 5 minutes to dox Jack's films is the most effort-filled thing she's done in years." Just 5 days later, on the 20th of October 2023, things would get a lot worse for Sniper Wolf, as Charlie would post another video titled "Sniper Wolf Situation Just Got Worse." Throughout the video, Charlie would call out Sniper Wolf for having suspicious content involving minors.
It's her encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video, and the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a Bad Brothers film. She wagered her tits. It's like very odd, awful shit.
But if you think this was bad, things are about to get even worse, with Charlie finding an even more incriminating post.
She meets this girl who says that she's 16, and then agrees to show each other their... And the 16-year-old flashes the camera, which Sniper Wolf does censor, but that doesn't make it okay. And then just say, hey, wait a minute, Buster, it's fine because it's censored. It's like, what the fuck? Really, it seems like she just had a minor flash the camera on a YouTube video.
Comments on the video would side with Charlie and wish for YouTube to take the situation more seriously, with comments reading, "They aren't gonna ban her, are they? It's incredibly stupid how they put the profit of one above the discomfort of so many. It's honestly impressive how much worse Sniper Wolf continues to get. Armed robbery, disorderly conduct, ghosting a child with cancer, telling kids to and now doxing, and yet somehow she still manages to act like she's the victim. As well as YouTube needs to take action. This is setting an unbelievably terrifying precedent for the future." The following day, Charlie would post another video on the situation titled "Sniper Wolf Apology and YouTube Response." Charlie started off the video by critiquing YouTube's response to the situation, stating,
"So, it's been about a week, and YouTube has finally broken their silence on what they plan to do. Today they spat this drivel out, confirming Sniper Wolf has received the temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place." That is one of those things where you read it and it's like a flashbang hits you, like all your senses go out and you have to question if what you just read was real.
Charlie would then go on to state that Jax Films didn't do anything wrong and that YouTube's response of taking both sides was completely unfair.
Again, what did Jax Films do wrong? He is completely blameless here. There's no reason why they should be trying to make it sound like Jax Films did something wrong. His only crime was being alive, which gave her the means to target him. If they're trying to say that the criticisms that he keeps tossing towards Sniper Wolf is unwarranted, so the behavior is unacceptable, then that's even more delusional because there's nothing wrong with criticisms. This is one of those actions where it should have resulted in a harsh punishment.
Charlie would then go on to speculate that Sniper Wolf and YouTube may have had some sort of agreement on the punishment behind the scenes. This was based on the timing of YouTube's response and Sniper Wolf's apology, where he stated,
"The timing of her apology statement is also very interesting because it comes almost immediately after YouTube's post. So this leads me to believe that Sniper Wolf and YouTube had some kind of handshake agreement where it'll be like a light punishment as long as she makes an apology on Twitter."
To end the video, Charlie would state that there are simply no defenses for her actions.
There's really nothing she can say here. What she's done is absolutely indefensible. Like, I don't
went
think
in there
she
and
feels
fucked people
remorse
up,
for
dude.
it or anything. I think she still believes that what she did is okay. It's just YouTube made her do this.
The comments on the video would agree with Charlie's analysis, with comments reading, "She isn't sorry about what she did, she's just sorry that it backfired. My favorite part of her apology was when she typed his username incorrectly twice. Seems like a very sincere and meaningful apology." As well as, "She ain't apologizing because she's sorry. She's apologizing because she's losing money and her reputation. Not only that, but she isn't even properly apologizing. She and YouTube are acting like a primary school principal who punishes both the bully and the bully, and expects both of them to apologize to one another. Jax Films 100% needs to take legal action here. This is utter ridiculousness." Over the following month, Sniper Wolf continued her content like usual, and it almost seemed like she got away with it. However, on the 12th of November 2023, Charlie would publish yet another video. In a video titled "New Sniper Wolf Drama," Charlie revealed that Sniper Wolf was not only stealing her content, but also allegedly stealing her own voice and personality from another female creator. For context, on the 10th of November 2023, Nerd City would publish a video titled "Sniper Wolf Stole Her Life." The video would go in depth and reveal several occasions that Sniper Wolf not only stole video ideas, but even accents and personalities from fellow YouTuber Azzyland, while simultaneously trying to bully her.
At the very beginning, it actually started off with just like a few mean tweets. which kind of painted us as like enemies. It turned into taking every idea they did well, but because they had more following than me, their video would just get more views, and so people would see their video first and then assume that their video was first.
Moving back to Charlie's video, he would analyze the situation and give commentary on Nerd City's video. Charlie would take the side of Azzyland and criticize Sniper Wolf for the difference in response time in comparison to the Jax film situation.
Interestingly enough, and I hope you're sitting down because if you're standing up, it's gonna knock you over. She's already responded to these claims, which is like 10 times faster than she responded to the Jax Films doxing situation. Compromising an entire family's safety, nothing. But this, being accused of copying TikTok reacts, oh, it's go time. Now she's on the front lines ready for war in the trenches.
Following this, Charlie would go over Sniper Wolf's response to the situation, where Sniper Wolf would claim Azzy was the one copying her thumbnails by changing them retrospectively in order to frame the whole situation against her. However, despite this, Charlie finished off the video by concluding that Sniper Wolf possibly did indeed copy Azzyland's content.
At the end of the day, it's TikTok reacts. It's like the simplest thing ever. There's probably like 10 other YouTubers that have this exact same format and style that may have even preceded them. And based on everything in the Nerd City video, as well as a couple of other things that have been revealed, it really does seem like Sniper Wolf directly tried to copy from Azzyland in quite a few aspects, even outside of just like thumbnails and all of that.
On the 15th of November 2023, I would publish a video on the situation titled The Sniper Wolf Situation Gets Worse, where I not only documented her alleged theft, but also her criminal past. SS Sniper Wolf,
Yeah, let me finish this dungeon here.
Gain notoriety for stealing content.
I think I only need one more.
YouTube channel with minimal
Alright, well, I should be done by then.
2 separate times for cases of armed robbery and disorderly conduct, which she tries to hide from the public. Following this video, I thought the controversy had finally come to an end. However, I would be massively wrong. Fast forward to the 29th of June 2024, and the controversy surrounding Sniper Wolf would once again come to the surface, when YouTuber One Giant Onion published a YouTube video titled My YouTube Channel Might Get Banned. The video would address a strike he received on his YouTube channel for a video where he spent 3 hours reacting to Sniper Wolf's content. The video in question was titled something along the lines of reacting to Sniper Wolf until I laugh, with the whole point of the video being that he never laughed. He started the video by telling his story of how he found out about the strike.
Today I logged onto my YouTube account to change the thumbnail of one of my videos, and I was met with something very shocking. I actually have received a strike on my channel. Now at first I was really confused because I haven't done anything wrong. Honestly, when I first received this news, I thought maybe I got struck for one of my older, edgier videos, but upon further inspection, it turns out that I actually received a copyright strike from Sniper Wolf. She took down one of my videos called Watching Sniper Wolf Until I Laugh.
Despite his video likely not being fair use, the hypocrisy of Sniper Wolf claiming someone else's video just seemed far too ridiculous for viewers to comprehend, seeing as though Sniper Wolf has built her entire career off stealing other people's content and not giving any credits. He would end the video by asking his audience to get the attention of larger creators who could possibly help him, which would be extremely successful in doing so. A week later, on the 8th of July 2024, Charlie would finally take notice of the situation, where he would post a video titled Sniper Wolf Striking a Channel is Crazy. During the video, Charlie would critique Sniper Wolf for allegedly striking his video, despite her not even owning her own content.
Her content would not fit under a transformative argument under any circumstances, because usually she just plays the entire TikTok that she's reacting to with no input, and then maybe afterwards says, geez, zoinks! Can you believe that? And then she has the chutzpah to strike One Giant Onion for reacting to her content. It's craziness.
Charlie would end the video by calling her a hypocrite, stating,
yes, reacting to 3 hours worth of her content was probably not the best idea, but it should have never resulted in a strike to his channel, because she is literally doing what he does, but broken up over the course of years, and like 6 videos a week doing it, as opposed to one 3-hour video on content she doesn't even own, thus shouldn't even have the right to copyright strike on behalf of. It's so fucking hypocritical. Critical.
Despite the situation seeming relatively clear-cut and Snipe Wolf seeming like an obvious villain, a response on her Twitter would change everything. When she posted a tweet reading, "I want to clarify that I did not strike anyone's video. I do not have any pending takedown notices. I believe someone else must have done it on my behalf." At Moist Critical, where Charlie would respond in a quote tweet stating, "If that's true, you should contact the striked channel and get the info of the person who did strike it so you can take legal action against them. There's a huge problem with this dog shit on the platform right now, so it'd be great to put a stop to it." With Snipe Wolf's long and controversial history on YouTube, almost no one would believe her side of the story. But despite this, Charlie would receive a mixed reaction to his tweet, with most people being on the Snipe Wolf hate train, accepting what she did without any evidence, and some others such as Nicholas Diorio, who criticized his response to allegedly spreading misinformation. With a tweet reading, "Charlie posted a weird reply to her when Snipe Wolf claimed she didn't file the strike. Quote, well, you should be more proactive, unquote, isn't a good response to being told you've spread misinformation. Though I understand the lack of charitability. However, Snipe Wolf would reply with screenshots showing her pending strikes, revealing that she hadn't struck down Onion's video, but seemingly 10 other videos in the past few years, which may or may not have been fair use. This is where things start to get a bit strange. Since I was closely following the situation, I reached out to Onion to help him resolve it. When I asked him for more proof of the claim, he seemed hesitant, but once he sent it, I noticed a huge red flag. The email listed on the flag was a random personal Gmail address that had no ties to Snipe Wolf or any agency at all. This made me confident it wasn't her, and also made me wonder why he kept this piece of information out from all his posts about the situation. Following the back and forth on Twitter, on the 9th of July 2024, Charlie would publish a video correcting the story, titled, "Snipe Wolf did not strike a channel." Throughout the video, Charlie would clarify the situation, and
from all the evidence I've seen now, it actually wasn't Sniper Wolf who filed that strike, and it's a very complicated mess that highlights a very, very rare problem on YouTube that I very much would like to talk about.
He would go on to explain how he also went to One Giant Onion to get information relating to the strike, where he also found the email suspicious.
I reached out to One Giant Onion to just send me all of the info about the strike. The copyright strike was filed by an individual who claims to be representing a collaborative agency that works with Sniper Wolf. However, what's definitely not a core part of their strategy is having the agents that are filing these takedown requests and strikes use a fucking personal Gmail account. So that's where things immediately became very clear to me that this is probably straight up horseradish.
Later in the video, Charlie would also state that he reached out to Sniper Wolf, where she confirmed that she doesn't work with the agency and that they've actually targeted her channel as well.
So this definitely seems like someone pretending to work at that agency and then filing this strike. But I reached out directly to Sniper Wolf just to 100% confirm whether or not she's associated with this group. She confirms she does not work with them at all, and even goes as far as to mention that this group has targeted her channel in the past as well.
Charlie would close off the video by doing something no one could have ever expected. He apologized to Sniper Wolf.
So, apologies to Sniper Wolf. I'm sorry for the big headache that this must have caused when she didn't do it. She wasn't the one that issued the strike.
While Snipe Wolf is by no means a moral or ethical creator given her extensive and controversial past, it does seem like she wasn't in the wrong in this situation. And due to her past malicious activities and information being censored by Onion, the YouTube community was more excited to jump on her hate bandwagon again, rather than looking for any real proof regarding the situation, with a tweet thread from Nicholas Diorio stating, "Nuclear take. People are blindly painting One Giant Onion as a victim because Snipe Wolf is involved. Here's 5 minutes of him freebooting Logan Paul in a video similar to the one that Snipe Wolf allegedly struck. After Leah publicly denied filing the strike, the Onion Man finally posted the screenshot, and it clearly says Snipe Wolf collab company issued the strike. Now, that casts doubt on whether this was even done by her at all. Leah also posted her DMCA history to show it wasn't done. Charlie just posted a video, Snipe Wolf did not strike a channel, after One Giant Onion finally sent the email associated with Snipe Wolf's DMCA and showed the strike was linked to a random person's Gmail. It's starting to look like Leah was telling the truth. So basically, it's looking like Snipe Wolf got totally fucking smeared, and the conversation has pivoted away from big bad copyright abuser to wow, this is terrible. YouTube needs to do something about DMCA abuse. Sniper Wolf is now asking why she was never contacted. The kid admitted it wasn't her and said he rushed to post the video. This is fucking crazy. In his original video 9 days ago, One Giant Onion redacted what video was claimed and who claimed it, despite calling out Sniper Wolf in the video. I'm going to be honest, I think he fucking knew. Nicholas DiOrio makes some really solid points. The theory that One Giant Onion knew the whole time and did this for attention becomes even more legitimate when you look deeper into his channel. At the end of the day, this controversy didn't just shine a light on YouTube's horrible copyright system, but it also perfectly explained how easy it is for false information to be spread throughout the YouTube commentary community, especially when the creator isn't well liked to begin with. It's almost less about what people do and more about how much people dislike them.
I don't care about what they're talking about.
It's important to remember the original things Penguin.
Oh, here, this is, oh my god, it's really sad. He's wearing suits now. So
he's wearing suits now.
You can't be talking like that, white baby. See, this is what I need. Suck my fucking cup. I'm a goddamn Muslim American gets fucking called a terrorist every fucking day.
That means you're not white?
I am white. I say that I'm white. Although I am white. Because I am white. I am white. And I am white. And which I am white. Even though I say I'm white all the time. I am white. I look white. And I say I'm white all the time. Like I am white. I am white myself. Do you think there's a higher percentage of white people that are genuinely seriously offended by the term cracker? Myself included, I am white too. I'm not offended. Yes, I am white. I'm a Caucasian man. Like, yeah, I am white because I'm white. I'm white passing. I'm white. You really hate white people. I am white. I am white. I'm white. I obviously would never be able to comprehend what happens to gays in the Muslim world. I, after all, am not Muslim, nor am I from the Muslim world. I'm a goddamn Muslim American gets fucking called a terrorist every fucking day.
There are dozens of kids of him saying that he's white. Now he's saying he's not white. It's Schrodinger's race. It depends on which one makes me more victimized at the time. Also, by the way, am I more of a Muslim than Hassan is? I've seen Hassan drinking alcohol. I almost never eat whenever the sun's out. I practice Ramadan all year round. I don't gamble.
Okay, are we doing racism Olympics?
Muslim is a race.
What kind of racism is institutionally?
Jesus, he's so mad. Completely. How do you get this mad in 46 seconds?
What do you think? Who do you think?
I mean, what Muslim goes to a brothel?
Black people care about the border. I don't give a fuck what black people care about. The Democratic Party literally is going to fucking lose. Black people care about this. Black people care about that. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
I have no support for the Democrats. I have no support from the left. I just got you, my chat, that's it. I'm so alone.
Fuck, I missed. God damn it.
I'm so alone, dude.
Cut my life into pieces. People like Hassan Piker campaigning with elected officials or and being used and propped up. People doing standing up for this.
What do I fucking say? What do I say to this, dude? Fuck Jake Tapper. Fuck Mike Lawler. Fuck Josh Gottheimer. Bought and paid for by Israel. Please sue. I'm gonna end the broadcast right now, I think. If one more dumb fucking in my chat says, please sue, I'm just gonna end it. And that's all I'm gonna end my life, okay? In a video game.
I'm so alone, I'm going to end my life. Jesus, this is, oh my god.
So frustrating.
Why is he always eating? I don't know.
My parents think you're an anti-Semite. My parents do? Okay, great. Well, maybe you should do a better job of fucking explaining shit.
Oh my god!
You just like be professionally misunderstood all the goddamn time.
Everybody is, I'm so alone, I want to myself, nobody understands me. All in 3 minutes. So this is the thing people wanted me to look at. Chaotic Era Newsletters most viewed political YouTube channels in April. You also lost the whole week in April? Oh wow, wait a minute. So I'm number 7 and number 15, and I was gone for an entire week.
We finally made it on the list for April. What is this list? Oh, this is the top 50 most viewed. I'm probably...
Honestly, like, I bet Hassan gets more YouTube views on my YouTube channel than he does on his YouTube.
If I'm even on this list at all. I don't even see myself. I'm not on this list. Oh, I am. I'm at the end. God damn. That's whack.
Even the quartering beam? The quartering beam? Oh no, he's doing all right. You know, he's doing all right. I think capitalism is. Oh. Linen in one hand, Cartier in the other. $4.3 thousand. So it is insane how performative this is.
Your 5 seconds to midnight from a direct Trump mention. I think Trump might be one of the few people on the Republican side that's too smart to recognize that highlighting me in any way, shape, or form is only beneficial for me, and therefore he's not doing it.
Riveting. Wow. I mean, just, how can you be this delusional?
Okay, we have it in our set. Fire. Bomb.
Now, our glorious army leader has been dropping nukes on England and Germany. The Euro cuts that honestly established back, even though we helped them with all their stuff. And it's honestly been pretty incredible. So he tweeted the Chancellor of Germany and more time in any war with Russia and Ukraine, where he has been totally ineffective at fixing his broken country, especially immigration and energy. But let's try interfering with those that are getting rid of the Iran nuclear threat, thereby making the world, including Germany, a safer place. Now, I saw people recently on one of my videos where I said that it's really nice that our relationship with the European nations is like falling apart. People actually are like, oh, I don't understand. I love the European nations. Why do you like this? And, you know, people get upset at me because they don't realize that when I say things, it comes from a place of absolute sin. That's where the place comes from. All of these Euro-cuck nations, I like the people of these nations. I like that the nations represent what they're supposed to be, the biblical values that this Christian civilization is founded upon. Oh, I love all that. Don't get me wrong. I hate the website EU policy garbage that these people have been shoveling down our throats forever. I hate that we are subsidizing 70% of NATO's economy and military while we get absolutely nothing in return. I hate that we're part of the UN where every single one of these live-cuck nations votes against us every single time on the most garbage bullshit ever. Everything we do is a war crime. Everything we do is bad. We're built on racism, slavery happened or something. And I am tired of it. I like that the United States is the world hegemony, okay? I love that. Don't get me wrong. I don't like being bullied around by retards that need us, and we don't need them. So yeah, actually, fuck these guys. Anyway, that's my very analytical stance. Trump has been dropping nukes, and it's really nice to see.
You talked about possibly pulling out some troops out of Germany. Would you be considering the same thing for Spain and Italy? I mean, they haven't been exactly on board.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably will. Why should they, look, why shouldn't they?
Why do we need our people there to help their nations, all right, where our funds are helping these countries, and they will do absolutely nothing in return aside from writing strongly worded letters about how Iran should be and strongly worded letters about how Donald Trump cannot invade the sovereignty of a foreign nation that's trying to kill us, and I'm fucking tired of the grandstanding. We can just do things. We are the world power, and if you don't like it, you can call the international law police.
Italy has not been of any help to us.
They've been gay.
Spain has been horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Communists.
You know, it's NATO. It's not even the fact that they're bad. It's one thing if they said nicely, or if they said, okay, we'll help, but the help's a little slow. But the level, and we helped them with Ukraine. You know, they made a mess out of Ukraine, a total mess. And we helped them with Ukraine. Ukraine has nothing to do with it. You know, we're an ocean apart. It has to do with them. It's like for them, it's their front door. We help them.
That's right.
And Biden gave them $350 billion, which is insane. That's one of the reasons the war went on. But when we needed them, they were not there. We have to remember that. And so if we ever have a big one, because we didn't need any help with Iran. We had Iran right from the first day. It was over. It was over. And now it's even more so. We're so locked and loaded what we want to do. But we didn't need the help. And to a certain extent, I asked them, I didn't need the help, but I said, yeah, we'd love to have you help. Because I wanted to see if they do it.
Oh, shit.
And they, in all cases, they said,
they failed.
We don't want to get involved. And
I'm sorry, we're too gay to help, Mr. President.
You know, the amazing thing is they use these straight hormones.
I was thinking of helping, and then I realized how much I absolutely love sodomy, so therefore we couldn't be of assistance.
We don't. We don't need it. We have a lot
I would really be very, very inclined to help you, but then I realized, man, We have millions of Muslims that are in our countries, and we really want them to vote for us.
Read the goodness! And they usually don't.
That's the wind!
And you would have thought they would have said, we would love to help you. But they didn't.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to, and now the Strait of Hormuz is cock-blocked. These people are crying. It actually affects them way more than it affects us. Everyone's crying about the oil crisis. There's oil crisis that affect us. America first. We kill those Ayatollah bastards. And unfortunately, the Europeans don't want to help them. They're going to actually have some FAFO on the way out. Skill issue. Anyway, so Pete Hegseth was actually brought in to talk about the war. And Andromedus is insane. He's so fucking good at this. It's crazy. All right, and then I'm going to get into the Euro Cup situation. But first, you have to see this.
I haven't talked about it as much in these hearings because this is a budget hearing about $1.5 trillion that's historic and significant. But underwriting the change that we've seen in our department was a laser focus on getting back to basics. And the key word to that is merit. We had a department that was obsessed with gender, ideology, and race, diversity, equity, and inclusion. In fact, the mantra you would hear dripping from the lips of generals with a serious look on their face is, our diversity is our strength, which is the single dumbest phrase in military history. Of course, our diversity is not our strength. Our unity is our shared purpose. The flag we wear and who we... and the Constitution...
And we wonder why the leftoids hate this guy. And we wonder why the Euro Cup nations that imported infinite diversity hires hate this guy. I wonder why.
Do we serve to defend? And when you clear that debris away, whether it's Marxist ideologies or social engineering or political correctness or quotas based on gender and diversity, you get the best of the best rising up, regardless of gender, regardless of race, motivated by that environment where merit reigns. It's accountability, standards, lethality, readiness, training, all the debris wiped away.
He's so fucking based for that. He's right. Diversity is not our strength. It's dumb as fuck. Unity is our strength. This shit is so fucking stupid. It's crazy. It's like, it's actually insane. And every single question he's been answering was just I'll just show you one. So Elizabeth Warren is asking him all sorts of questions. Are you being paid by, is it the Jews? Is it the Russians? Who's paying you, right? And he dropped an absolutely insane response.
What I give, what you give, what others give, I'm not looking for money. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for profit. I don't do it for stocks. And that's part of the reason I'm able to...
Does someone we know do it for stocks? Elizabeth Warren is $300 million somehow?
Be effective in this job. Because no one owns me. No one owns this department. No one owns this president. And we can execute for the American people, and we do. What?
Anyway, let's take a look at what's going on across the pond and all the countries that are kidnapping us and currently getting killed. All right, so this is raped a 15-year-old girl as he jails her for 3 years and locks up her son for 12 hours. Wow. So you mean to tell me that this mayor is now in jail because this mayor's son is a rapist that this mayor helped cover up? Wow. Seems to me like he really covered up. Now, to understand what's actually going on in this case, this is a case where a guy drugged a child, 15-year-old, raping, slamming, and choking her. He got a whole-year prison sentence where he will only serve his mayor mother helped him hide his phone, and a character had the influence. Do you understand the level of bullshit we're doing? Alright, so we import people that actually do what? Your liberties against you, your words are just weapons that they wield to destroy you. Alright, foreigners that come in and want to use to manipulate you, and she will cover up the brutal rape of a child by herself. Conquer the West actually is getting, and the right is working to help us. What? You mean to tell me that this thing as a mayor is actually not willing to help us fight Iran, terrorist pedophile? Now, this guy, I covered this in great detail in a video yesterday. Terrible terror attack. A guy slit the throat of 2 students in London in one of the daily terror attacks that happens there right now. So, this guy, this is new news that came out after my last video came out. I just felt like I had to include it because how perfect it is. This guy is a Somali immigrant who stabbed 2 Jews, but also has a history of violence, including stabbing 2 police officers and police dogs in 2008. And after stabbing the police officers and police dogs, they still made him a senator. And then he stabbed 2 Jews. What are we doing? 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 This is like the suicidal empathy? No, it's just suicide. But there's no empathy here. This shit's insane. This is absolute insanity. This is crazy. All right, here's some fun statistics for you. The Nice attack, Muslims. Paris attack, Muslims. Shoe bomber, Muslims. Orlando attack, Muslims. Dublin snipers, Muslims. Fort Hood sniper, shooter, Muslims. Underwear bomber, Muslims. Westminster attack, Muslims. Pulse nightclub shooters, Muslims. 2005 Bali bomber, Muslims. Ridley, Muslims. USS Roll bombers, Muslims. London Bridge attack, Muslims. Madrid train bombers, Muslims. Charlie D'Avido attack, Muslims. Sender, Tornado attack, Muslims. Surabaya bombers, Muslims. Minnesota Mall stabbing, Muslims. 7 bombers. All of these cases, common denominator, it's Islam remotely. Here's an army, we released the whole statement. I was sat there, like, adopting the house, saying, Alright, so, you know, he dropped the yesterday's terror attack wasn't an insulated incident. It's the latest attack on the Jewish community for being Jewish. Attacked by who? Who attacked the Jewish community? You'll notice a very, very in every single statement made by the government. That's finished! It's all not a thank them for a training. I know this is deeply worrying. More than worrying. Action against you. Enemy ship's gone! We've increased enhanced funding for police reform. Oh good, so the white people's taxes is going to pay for Jewish police officers to protect them from Muslim killers. Wow, what a fantastic protective security and fast-track legislation to deal with benign state actors. Like who? My message to the Jewish people is you belong here. I don't know, you're supporting a natural predator. And we do everything we can to keep you safe. Except you literally import the natural predator. Are we being serious, man? I would literally, I don't know why these people are saying what. Like, I'm sorry, bro. They sold you out. They sold you out. Anywho, and they're all doing this. They all have the same post. Shabana Mahmood, which is Home Secretary, Member of Parliament in England, you know. The UK's natural predator has been increased to severe. Oh, no, this is a source of concern, particularly among Jewish community. More than concerned about. We should also be reporting any concerns. Concerns about who? Protect Jewish community. Oh my God, these people are like actually fucking evil. It's insane. It's actually crazy. Now, this is, I think, one of the most telling moments in British television history ever. So this is right after the horrible terrorist attack where 2 Jewish guys were just stabbed by a Muslim guy for being Jewish. Get a load of this one. They act. Oh, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. Watch this.
The lady from the Green Party, you just stated that you've seen racial hatred in the country.
Right, so, you know, they'll all be out here and be like, oh, anti-Semitism bad. Right, sure. You're so right for that one, Queen.
Could you please specify where that hatred is coming from?
Where is the racial hatred coming from? Where is it? Fantastic question, sir. Fantastic question. All right, get ready for the worst answer of all time.
Not quite sure what you mean. Do you mean from the general public, or?
No, it's from Muslims. I'm sorry if this is gonna hurt your feelings, but 2 Jews were just stabbed by Muslims. Jews were shot in Manchester by Muslims. Jews had synagogues burnt to the ground by Muslims. Churches burnt to the ground by Muslims. Jewish ambulance service volunteers destroyed in a firebombing attack by Muslims. The Holocaust Memorial in England was destroyed by Muslims. So yeah, where is the hatred coming from?
Well, she said there's racial hatred in the country, and I'd just like to know where she thinks it's coming from.
That's a great question. Where's it coming from?
I mean, I was talking about the fact that there is a rise in racially motivated crime, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but specifically against Jews and white people, by the way. Those are the races that are actually affected by the current environment of racial hatred. By the way, there's almost 0 hate crimes against Muslims in England, by the way, which is a shock.
There's more and more hate crimes, there's more reports of people...
Yeah, hate crimes, like raping white girls and like blowing up Jewish areas, I guess. But who's doing this? Where's the hate coming from?
Feeling uncomfortable, unsafe.
Yeah, but what's making them feel unsafe?
Well, you said there's racial hatred. Where it's coming from?
Oh shit! I didn't even realize I was hungry.
No, it's asking you.
Because I'm getting hungry.
Great
What
question.
do you mean? What specific?
See, he can't say it's coming from the Muslim community because they'll put him in jail for hate speech.
Alright, I'm actually gonna log out. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll be back on later this evening playing 7 Days to Die. So, I will talk to you guys later.
Because their bills are going up, they're struggling because they can't afford their rents.
That's right. They can't afford their rent, so they're stabbing Jews and saying Allahu Akbar before doing it. Right? I can't afford food. I'm gonna blow up Jewish